In this series, we introduce the stories of some of the DaDa artists who are with us on a journey to try. DaDa presents Try.
But yeah, I'm just interested in like intersectional art and I guess art that brings joy as well as has a meaning.
Hello, I'm Nikki Miles Weldon. I'm Joint Artistic Director and CEO at DaDa. I am a white woman. I've got short hair shaved on the sides. It's light brown. On the top it's bleached white with my roots coming through. It's a bit fluffy today. I'm wearing brown rimmed glasses. I've got a piercing in my left nostril. I've got my black and gold Adidas jacket on, dark blue jeans and blue trousers, and I'm sat in my power wheelchair. There's a white table in front of me with 2 cups on it. And next up, in the middle.
Hi, my name is Grace and my surname is and I'm a Singaporean woman of Chinese heritage in her 40s. I've got bangs for a fringe and I've got overly bleached bottom part of my hair, which is being pushed out by my original jet black hair. I'm wearing a vintage blue jacket, which is my favourite, and I've got a brown top and a dark blue bottom. And I'm also the Joint Artistic Director and CEO of DaDa.
Brilliant. And over on the other side, opposite me.
I'm Chris Shapiro. I'm late 20s, short shaved head like a monk. I'm wearing a great jacket with golden tigers on it that's on a black background, and an equally great but also starting to notice slightly stained shirt, which is white with blue fish on it and blue trousers.
Brilliant.
Right, I'm gonna go.
Right, Grace, get back behind the cameras. You're on camera duty.
Okay.
So hi, Chris.
Hey.
Lovely to have you here in the courtyard at the Blue Coat, rather. We're enjoying our hot beverages on this kind of sunny October day. So Chris, if you could sum up who you are as a hot beverage, what hot beverage would you describe yourself as and why?
There's a part of me that just really wants to say Bovril. Just because it's a weird drink.
Yeah.
But it absolutely doesn't fit because I'm not especially beefy or whatever else Bovril is. I've never had it. So I think I'm going to go lemon verbena because that's like my favourite tea at the moment.
Lemon what?
Verbena.
What? Tell me this new sensation. I do not know what it is.
It's gonna sweep the country. It's just a plant. It's lemony. You can make tea from. I don't know a lot about it. I'm not gonna lie, but it feels like somewhere between like a lemon ginger and a mint tea.
Okay.
And it's like a nice, soothing.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you summed yourself up as a tea that's gonna like radicalise the world, basically.
Yeah, with no ego there at all.
No,
yeah.
none at all. Love it. It's a good tea. Thank you, Chris, for coming and joining us here.
Thank you for having me.
We're really excited to be chatting to you in person rather than on, computer, which is fine, but it's really nice to have you here today.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to talk to you around the work that you're making. First of all, tell us, who are you, like, as an artist? Tell us about you.
I don't know. It's one of those difficult questions to answer, especially when you're sort of like, I don't want to say like chaotic, but like all over the place in a good way, jack of all, master of none, kind of vibes. I'm just interested in exploring loads of different areas. Like for this, I'm working on a video game concept, which if you'd told me a year ago that I was going to be doing that, I'd say, no, you're wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just interested in like intersectional art and I guess art that brings joy as well as has a meaning. I personally don't like creating art for the sake of art, because there is a sort of fruitlessness to it, I think, which I don't judge other people for, but personally it's just not my style. So yeah, I like to have a purpose, and also if I can be a bit funny along the way, yeah.
So I suppose then that fits nicely onto this season, that DaDa being about try. Tell us in more detail this project that you're doing and what you're setting yourself out to try.
So basically this project, it's sort of like a web game, and it's sort of focused around meeting the parents of someone you're dating as someone who is like at an intersection of different identities. So I'm trying to create that like eerie sensation of when you go in to meet them and you're like, I'm dating this person, I have no idea, I didn't sign up for these people, and I'm going to have to put up with them, or I'm going to have to dump this person who I presumably love by meeting their parents. So yeah, just creating that cheerful moment before and during meeting people, and yeah, the sort of baggage that comes along with being intersectional, just having to deal with people you don't get to choose, which unfortunately is a necessity, no matter how strict you are with your friends. And, yeah.
And what's the process been like for you with this? If this is a completely new thing you thought you'd never be doing?
So it was based on, it was an idea I've been toying with for a while, but I just didn't know what format. I was originally thinking maybe like a theatre piece, like a shorter something, and then I think it was you actually who mentioned like trying to make it into a game or something online, and then yeah, it sort of snowballed from there. So.
And what is it? What's challenged you about this as an artist, apart from coding, obviously? But
apart from coding, very little actually. No. The writing, as I said, is it's a weird space to be intentionally writing from, and I think as a format that I'm not particularly used to, like I'm not a particularly games person, as I might have just evidenced by saying games person, because I don't know the right word. So it's like, it's perhaps a bit arrogant to be like, oh, I'm just going to try this, but it's slightly arrogant, so you know. And yeah, it's just been honestly figuring out the genre, how to make it happen, and like everything's something I've not thought about basically in too much detail, other than the base plot.
okay.
But then even writing that is a difficulty, so basically everything's a challenge for me.
Okay. Great. So, how would you, using 3 words, how would you sum up what it is to be a disabled, deaf, or neurodivergent artist? What 3 words encompasses that?
To me, I think traditional.
What do you mean by traditional?
Traditional, I mean, as someone of East Asian heritage, like in Japan, where I'm from, there's like a huge tradition of disabled artists, because essentially that was one of the only things you could do as someone with a disability. So in a sense I do feel like I'm following in on that tradition, and yeah.
Great, yeah.
I think also necessity in a similar vein, and also I probably wouldn't be an artist if I wasn't disabled, which I don't fully know what I mean by that, but I do think it is true.
Yeah, and it's informing your work.
Yeah.
And bringing that lived experience into it.
Yeah. And also, realistically, art isn't an easy, obviously, area to get into. And if I weren't disabled, I'd probably have a much easier time getting like a full-time job doing, I don't know what jobs are, accounts or something. I don't know what jobs are. I'm so sorry. That's such a
No,
bad
I mean
example.
if people want to do accounts, that's fair enough. Give us another one then.
Okay.
Tradition, necessity.
Funny.
Say more.
So for one of my first like artistic things, there was an article and it named me as disabled artist Chris Shapiro, and I really enjoyed that. So like, I changed my Instagram name to disabled artist Chris Shapiro, and like in buys and stuff I like to sneak in disabled artist Chris Shapiro, because I think it is true in the sense, like the tradition and necessity sense is that, you know, I am a disabled artist. That is core to who I am, because I wouldn't be an artist if I wasn't disabled, etc. But it's also just really funny, like, you don't call people like white artists. I can't think of an incredible. I can't think of an artist, but for example, you just don't describe people in that way unless you're being weird about it.
Yeah.
And I want to be weird about it, so yeah.
Okay, brilliant. So we've got tradition, necessity, and funny. Great. Well, thank you very much, Chris. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Hope you've got your posh lemon tea there. And yeah, we really look forward to seeing you at Scratch.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing everything at Scratch.
Brilliant, correct answer.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chris.
Cheers.